right, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. What up, world? How you feeling? How you living? It's your main man, Toria and Terrell. And I'm here with my brother, Duke.
Here.
My little sis, Toria.
Hi.
Oh, I forgot to yell, Mr.Preppyboi, too. Yes, and you have now entered the world of Preppy Boy's World, the podcast.
Dude, you sound like a game show.
I know. That's why I am Mr. Preppy Boy.
You just made it sound like a game show. What did they win?
They won nothing. Back to you, Trebek. What's going on, y'all? We started the show kind of late, but it's all good, man. It's raining in the shop right
It's been
now.
raining since yesterday.
Yeah.
Morning. Wow.
Rain.
How was y'all weekend?
Oh, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
How was y'all last week?
After y'all left, I got drunk.
Last week?
Yeah, after y'all left. I don't know why I just started drinking. I had cooked.
I mean the week before that.
Yeah, before that, I was sick. Yo, sorry about last week. I was sick as a skunk. I don't know what that means. A lot of people say stuff like that. I was sick as a skunk. I was fucked up. For real. Yeah. I'm recovering. Toria is still sick. So.
I'm not still sick.
And I'm healthy as can be, as you can see.
No, he's not. Duke is a sick, demented motherfucker. For real. But yeah. Well, that's what was going on in the past 2 weeks.
Same old, man.
Yeah. We don't care about Toria. But so, Toria, you?
The week before last.
Yeah. You got drunk?
Your birthday is over with.
Why do people do that? The whole month is my birthday. No,
Because
it
it's a
is
special
not.
ass
You was
day.
born on
You was
one
born
day,
on one day
not 30.
at this particular time. And somebody told me your birthday is the time you were born. That is actually when your birthday starts. Not don't start at midnight. You weren't born at midnight. Your birthday is not at midnight.
Mine is at 6:15 a.m.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna go deeper with it.
If you don't remember when, then you can say, yeah, my birthday is at midnight. Happy birthday to me. But if you know exactly what time you were born, that's the time your birthday starts.
6:15 a.m. March 1st,
Pisces 2nd.
2020. I will be celebrating.
Damn.
Yeah. We don't get
Whatever
fucked
day
up.
that is.
Fucked up.
Whatever time
Fucked up. Can't wait till the next year. Anyway,
I
damn.
want to go deeper with it as far as birthdays. Isn't technically your birthday your new year?
You know what I found out?
Did you want to turn
I
it
don't know
into new
this.
year?
There is the country Western civilization is on the wrong time. Apparently the real time is 2012, like the year I mean, is 2012.
Huh?
Yeah. Because you know, what's his face? Julius Caesar added 2 months. July, which is Julius, and I think he added one, Julius, and another guy by the name of Augustine added August. So I don't know, but apparently we're too far ahead on the actual timeline.
So we're in the future.
Yeah,
7
way too far.
years.
7 years.
Into
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
7 years.
Well, ain't shit happening. We ain't got no flying cars or nothing. We ain't got no damn.
We ain't
Dude, we
doing
were just talking about that on the way here, but
shit.
you know, I'm waiting. George Jetson, his son Elroy.
It'll be somebody that's not even born yet to invent that shit.
Yep. And we're gonna be dead and gone.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they said back in what? 19.
Whenever.
Even the 80s.
Even when the Jets was born, like the 60s or 70s or whatever, they was talking about that. He obviously was thinking about flying cars and
We
robots.
2020. 40 years into the fucking.
But anybody can have an idea in any
Right.
year, but you know,
Yeah.
as far as like the technology, I don't see it happening anytime soon.
The technology's going into y'all damn Apple phones and shit.
Yeah, to do
Oh,
nothing.
man. Exactly.
To do what? No, I'm just saying, like any phone. Your phone just
Shit.
it helps you talk to people. That's it.
iPhone does a lot more than that now.
We have the
face
internet,
recognition,
we have,
fingerprinting,
yeah,
recording. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but what does
internet,
it can't
social
do
media.
anything as far as like a physical object.
Well,
it's just an object.
True. When it starts your car up.
It can do that. You can look at
turn the
your
lights
home.
off in your house.
That's right.
It's the security in your home. You can open up your garage. You can unlock
Yep.
doors and shit. You can turn on and off lights.
You can use the camera thing and say, "Hey, I think you start running."
But that's not the actual phone.
Well,
You
no.
see what I'm saying?
Right. It's the app. It's the
It's
app.
an app.
Yeah.
So it's the technology outside of that
But it used
connected to the phone. The phone can't actually do anything except connect
True.
to another whatever.
Well, that's what it does. It just connects us to the rest of the
Yeah.
world.
To do nothing.
Well, we need Steve Jobs to come back to life and do some shit.
Steve Jobs
Yeah.
did nothing.
No,
Steve Jobs had ideas.
in
That
the
motherfucker
garage,
said,
and it turned into
that
Apple.
motherfucker would get high. He would
Turned
drink
into
his carrot
Apple.
juice. He would get high. And he'd be like, you know what? I'm tired of CDs. Put my CDs inside of the phone. There it is.
Nah,
And there you have it.
hey, well, shit, I'm gonna invent something then. You know,
Go for it.
I don't know what. Oh no, actually, I didn't tell you. No, I'll tell you off.
Don't
Because
tell me.
I don't
Yeah, don't
want
tell me right
nobody stealing my shit.
I already told you my idea.
Yeah,
Even though it's stupid.
it ain't
That's
stupid.
live evidence.
It's not stupid, but it's
funny.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
stupid.
funny. But it can make some money. I think.
I'm all about making the money.
I just gotta find somebody who's bold enough to
Draw it.
to draw it to help me write
We
it.
know a couple people that can draw.
They have millions of like comics and like
But there's no niche.
animation shits.
But there's no niche for it though. I don't want to say what it is right now.
Right.
But I don't think there's like a huge
It's
platform.
it's something for everything, and even if it picks
do your
up
research is there.
Spawn had came out. I know he was
Spawn was adult.
and he was with Marvel or DC, and they didn't understand.
Oh yeah. He was with Marvel.
Yeah, and they didn't understand, so he said, "Fuck it, I'm gone." And he was doing his own thing.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
You know,
There-
I'm gonna look into
there's
it though, for
definitely
real.
a market for it.
That's cool. But we got so much shit to talk about and get into, man. What y'all want to start with? There's so much shit to talk about.
What we got on the list?
What we got? You know what?
Let's talk about the main elephant.
Ella Fitzgerald. What?
No.
Let's talk about the man, Ella Fitzgerald. Like who? We talk about Tekashi. You want to talk about Tekashi? Real quick.
Tekashi.
Tekashi, the
Yeah.
snitch, the rat. You know. Oh wait, before we get into anything, I want to send my condolences out to Snoop Dogg's grandson.
Oh yes.
He passed away, and his I guess his son, who baby it was, said his energy is gonna live on through him. So Snoop, my condolences to you and your family and your son. All right, brother. But yeah, James Sprinter. I forget. I'm not familiar with this gentleman, but he's one of the OGs of hip hop. This culture that we love so much. He's one of the OGs. He passed away, I think, yesterday. Forgive me if I messed up the name. He passed away, so my condolences to you and your family. All right, rest in power, R.I.P. Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this Tekashi right quick.
Oh
Wow.
man.
The-
What a tangle web we weave.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why, buddy. I mean, I understand why he was snitch. I understand why, but what I don't understand
I
is...
don't.
But
I don't.
No, I know you don't snitch with nobody, but I'm talking about, I understand the fact that he wants to show him his sentence, or he just want to get out. But with that being said, dude, you're going to have so many people after you when you get out.
Yeah.
You don't want no protection.
Or
I got it.
inside too. If
No,
you're
he's-
talking about being part of this damn gang and shit, you actually think these people on
Yeah.
the inside are gonna let you pass just because?
For
No.
real.
You're gonna
Reg
get
is...
your whole ass eaten.
But here's-
You just eat... Hold on, man. Toria is eating ass, man. She been talking about eating ass like all week.
I was not, damn it.
She
Okay?
said Uber was eating ass.
I did not.
She was
You
eating
know
Uber's
what?
ass. Everybody's ass is just getting eaten by
My damn
Victoria.
autocorrect confused some shit, okay?
Alright.
We
Nah.
seen the messages. We saw the
Alright.
messages.
I do not talk about eating.
I don't correct,
such
just don't
things.
throw ass on there.
She like getting the
I
groceries.
have no idea what these two are talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Tekashi.
I don't think he's actually about that life.
No,
He-
nobody
he
ever
did
thought
not-
he was.
did not
Somebody
come
said
from
that he
life.
got paid
just
so much
went
money.
into it that, you know, he was kind of bought into it.
Right. Yeah. Somebody gave him some money, put all them 6ix9ines all over his body and shit.
But here's the thing.
So they say.
Here's the thing. I got 2 issues with this. One is that listening to his testimony, he didn't have to say anything.
No.
He could have let the FBI or whatever, the detectives, he could have let them do their own fucking job.
Yeah.
That's what he could have done. And just let them figure it out. He didn't have to say anything. He was connecting dots when they didn't have dots to connect.
Right.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, they had a gun. Okay, so what? They had a fucking, he'd be like, oh, that was the gun used for when he was doing all of that. Like, why are you doing it? There was no need for that. Then on top of that, you have, then on top of that, you have, y'all made me move.
Sorry, Toria.
On top of that, he had, really?
I'm sorry. She should have brought to my attention. Sorry, brother.
But nah, he didn't have to do all that talking, man. He was connecting dots. He didn't need to connect dots. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. He was basically like talking about shit, but at the same time he was recording half of the shit.
Right.
So he recording it and putting it on social media, or he's saving it, sending it to people like, hey, put this out when I say to put it out. Like, come on, man, you doing extra shit. Like, it was just dumb. And then, like, well, times where there was like confrontations or something like that, he was explaining like, oh, that's him, he shot the gun, this guy shot. They didn't know who shot a gun. They just looking at people on the screen. They don't know who was who.
Right.
Like, you connecting dots where they literally didn't have anything to connect. Like, you didn't have to say anything. They're not gonna sit there and be like, hey, Tekashi, you're gonna go down for this, because no, that's not how that works. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Facts.
Prove that is me, or that is this person. Like, he was just doing too much. Like, that's too much, bro. Then on top of that, you're literally the reason why they're doing all of these things. Like, if you listen to all the stories he told up there, all of those stories were because of him. Like, he would say, oh, I got a beef, or this guy said something to me, I want to do this to him, so let's go do this. So he'd go with them, but he wouldn't do anything. So he'd be like, oh, Trippy Red.
Just name drop.
Yeah, Trippy Red, he said something about me, he was jealous, so I told them, let's go follow him. So we follow him. Shotty got out and beat him up, then he came back. You implicating everybody else for some shit you did, that you asked them to do. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that shit's crazy to me. I would violate the shit out of him my goddamn self if he was.
Well, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, jail or not, bro. They gonna get word out. Like,
and fam, you don't want no protection. That's crazy.
No, he said he gonna have. Yeah. He said he gonna have protection.
But even if you do get it, they still untouchable. If you gonna get touched, you gonna get touched.
They don't care about them fucking people you gonna have with you.
They don't give a shit.
They gonna get shot too. You gonna be just like how who was that, Snoop? I think one of his bodyguards died or something like that. Yeah, or T.I., one of them.
Yeah, T.I.'s best friend.
Yeah. So.
But shit. Toria, what you gonna say, sweet?
I recently saw on Facebook how Cardi B did a live video on it. And she actually made a lot of sense, where she said, if you truly from the streets, there ain't no snitching. Like, you know the rules of the streets.
None.
And you know damn well them people in prison, like I was saying earlier, they gonna catch you up one of them days, and you know, you gonna get dealt with. Yeah. Like, if you truly from the streets, if you claim it to be, you know, I'm about that life, and you claim it to be, you know, part of the game, all that shit, then you already know what it is.
Yeah.
Even if you get caught, you know what's good for you. Yep. Inside or out, like, you know what's truly good. So that's what I say, like, he not really about that life. Like, he not,
but nobody.
He claims to be, but I think it's all clout. Like,
it been that. He been trolling. Like, he trolled the whole industry. Like, he's not even from Brooklyn. Like, you paid them, and he said it. Like, he paid them to basically give him street credibility. Like, he paid them for that.
That don't make no goddamn sense. And then rat out everybody that was
and rat out everybody that helped you. Like, that
God
makes no sense to me. But my second point is, when he first got on the stand, And they asked him, the judge asked him, like, when did you start cooperating with the feds? And he was like, the day after I got arrested. My thinking is, the way he started talking, or everything he started talking about, it seemed like he was there from the beginning. Like, he meant to take them down. You know what I'm saying?
So he was like conspiring against them the whole time. Okay.
Yeah, it seemed, that's what it seemed like. Like somebody put him in place to bring that organization
basically
down.
Be a rat in the fucking
Yeah, like be a spy or whatever. Infiltrate their whole system, get to know everything.
But he was doing a lot of dumb shit in between that though. Like,
but it was all because of him. It wasn't like he was just in there. It'd be different. It'd be totally different if he was just with them at the time some shit was happening. Because then you couldn't say, oh, well, okay, he was there when this happened, so I can understand why he would say, but he's snitching, but he giving up information. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, he started all of this shit, and he asked them to do some of this stuff. He may not have asked Shotty to go shoot down the street at somebody. He may not have asked him to do that, but you put him in that situation. Yeah. So it's like, how are you not going to jail for anything? Like, you're gonna be out by January? That don't make no sense to me. That shit is crazy. So you bring down all of these, you bring down all, and I hate to bring race into it, but all of them people was black. Yeah. He's Spanish, and he's getting off.
And he going back to wherever he's from, because he can do that. Yeah.
He can go to Mexico. He can go wherever the fuck he want to go. Except New York, maybe, but shit, that's small compared to the world.
I don't know if
they can't go nowhere.
I don't know if they're talking about when he got kidnapped. I saw the video. Oh. I'm so confused about the video because I don't know, did he call or who was in somebody? That video was so clear.
What happened was he was in the car with his driver. His driver has a camera on his dash. And so the guys who kidnapped him, they bumped him from behind to like get him to stop and pull over. And so when they did that, they hopped out, they grabbed him, and they took off with Tekashi. The driver followed them. Oh, okay. But at the same time, the kidnapper stupidly was recording the whole thing because he wanted to do that as an insurance policy for if Tekashi was gonna like start talking crazy after the fact. Like, nah, you was acting like a little bitch inside of this car though. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. Which that's stupid in itself anyway. But anyway, but yeah, that's why the driver had footage of his conversation with the police.
Because I ain't understand that too.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I had to understand that too.
Look, bad. Don't snitch. Snitches get stitches.
If you really claim to be about that life, then you already know what it is. You know, that's cold.
And this is another crazy part. The guy that was supplying Treyway with all their drugs, he was already snitching a year in advance. Wow. So they didn't even need Tekashi.
Oh my gosh.
So basically he set his own self up for the dump.
They didn't need him. They didn't need him to say nothing. The guy who was supplying the drugs, look, this is how dumb this man is. Cause I watch this shit because you know I be on the road. Yeah, I know. This man was buying his drugs online. For one, he was mailing it to his crib for two. Had his name on it and everything. So eventually the shit caught up to him, and it was like, I tell you what, another Spanish guy not doing no time. But we'll talk about that. But like that just goes back to they just want these black people in jail. Wow. They put all of these. What? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No, the man's name is Christian Cruz. He been supplying the drugs to this Treyway gang, who's a big gang. He's been supplying them with drugs for like the last 3 years or whatever. And apparently, he's been buying all this shit online. They caught him, and he said, "Hey, I give y'all all of them." They could have picked them up already. They got Tekashi. Tekashi knows more. Let's pull them. both of them guys are getting out.
Wow.
Both of them guys they getting out. Treyway, over with. They in jail.
That's
some
why
of them
he
doing
left.
40.
Oh, okay.
15, I think what's his face? Shotty, I think he's doing 15. But some of these guys they didn't even need their names dropped.
Wow.
And they would have got off. They need all that.
Oof.
What you gonna do when your mans get locked up? Your money source get locked up. You ain't got shit else to do.
Nope.
Go get a job.
Chippy top.
So, but yeah, man, that whole shit is crazy.
Yeah, that damn. Well, more power to you, brother.
And what if somebody would have died in between the time? Because they already, for a whole year, they already had Treyway on lock.
Right.
What if somebody would have died in between that time?
They wouldn't have cared.
They wouldn't have gave a fuck.
No, they wouldn't care at all. Chippy top. What was you about to say, Toria?
I don't know
Speaking
what
of
that means.
rappers, let's talk about this Kanye West service, y'all.
Oh, yes.
It's service. Don't you got an album dropping
Yeah,
yesterday?
called
Didn't it drop
Jesus.
yesterday?
No. Somebody said that the fact that Kanye does that so often pisses him off. That he said an album's coming out on this date
And
and
it
never
never
trying to promote
comes.
it. Oh,
It come like 2 months later.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. What's it called? Kanye West church service.
Jesus walks again.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Hey,
For real.
I get it. I know Duke. And he been adamant in saying is that he is no longer a Kanye West fan, but I still am. I get it, just because he's an innovator and he's from the Chi, and I just like, you know what I'm saying, he's in a good place, I think, right now. But a lot of people are worried.
I don't know
He
what
definitely
place he's
came
in.
to his senses.
A lot of people are worried about him because they think he's creating a cult.
Why did he come to his senses now?
I mean, didn't he do like a public apology about the whole Trump situation or something like that? Or
he didn't.
No, he didn't.
But he did.
But
think
think
something.
about it. You know,
Like,
if that's all he did.
He did a. I hear y'all.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I hurt y'all.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You said I'm sorry that if it
y'all
hurt
hurt.
you. Yeah.
I'm good though. I said what I said. That you might as well said.
He did.
I said what I said.
Right.
Earlier this month, he did his church thing in Chicago where it was free admission.
I wish I was there,
He
though.
didn't make no money off of it.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know if he paid those.
Well, yeah, they gotta get
performers
paid
or whatever,
because-
But yeah.
Yeah. Chance was there.
But I mean.
See, Duke don't care too
Now
much.
you have. I mean, it's bad that you gotta question his motive. Was it like
Right.
a publicity stunt? Was it like genuine?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
Did he remix half the songs? Like, what is that?
So anxious.
Yeah, he did that one.
So great, so grateful.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, man, you know the type of fucking coochie I was trying to dig out to that song, and you sitting there talking about some Jesus walks. Man, shut the fuck up. You don't make your own shit.
Damn, Duke.
Man,
I
fuck.
think it's the worst when they try to
That is
remix the
stupid,
songs. It's like you just.
I know why I think I know why he's doing it. Like publicity. You know what I'm saying? Like some people use God for a lot of propaganda and things and such like that. And maybe he is saved again because his mama was saved. I don't know, but I'm not making no excuses for Ye, but I'm just proud that he's in a good place. He ain't talking no crazy stuff. Because he ain't like he hurt anybody.
I think this is crazy.
You think it's crazy?
Yeah. I think he went from one extreme to the next. You go from Donald Trump being his fucking
bestie
puppet to being a puppet to religion now. Like, what was religion before you? Like, and it's not even.
I think he just found it. He just found religion.
Nah, man. He always was. If you made Jesus walk, how you gonna say Jesus walks again? Like, shut up. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's annoying.
He was in a
like,
good place back then, and this is him kind of getting back to that peaceful point that he was
right.
before.
I think it's probably something to keep him away from saying stuff like Trump is my best friend and stuff. I say like that. Like I said, once again, I'm not making excuses for you.
Did he legit say Trump was his best friend?
He said he was his father. He said he was a better father than his father. He said something about.
Okay.
What did he say?
And that takes us a step back.
Yeah.
He said he's like my dad. How do you say Trump is like your dad, bro? When your father is in your life, he's been in your life for your entire life. How do you say that?
True.
When your father alive.
True.
Even if he was dead, like
superpowers that Trump has over this man.
Ain't no superpowers.
It's probably a government inflicted chip or something.
Here's 51.
Here's my conspiracy theory. I don't know if you guys watch The Life on Netflix, but it's all about how religion and politics are one and the same. And after watching that and seeing what Kanye is doing, is scary. It's scary.
Well, I think they're trying to build it anyway. Trying to be one.
That's not that's not the problem. Well, that's part of the problem.
Right.
That's the ultimate problem. But this is like steps towards. Kanye is the step towards that because he's bridging a gap into he's bridging politics into religion. He's helping that.
Right.
And as much as people claim they're separate, they never are. You know what I'm saying?
But the Bible says to love everyone, and we must love Trump and listen to him. He's here for a reason. This is God's plan. This is all working out the way it's supposed to be.
I'm so glad I've never heard that before.
I'm hearing too much.
But if you watch The Life on Netflix and you see what Kanye is doing, it falls right in line with all of that he's doing. Then on top of that, with the whole one world religion thing, it's gross. It's just gross, and it sickens me to see Kanye go through that. Like at this point,
follow him into that too.
That's the problem because he has so many followers that don't care what he did in the past.
They don't know what he did.
As long as he make music and make them happy, they're cool. They don't really care. So it is what it is. But
so in so many words, you still saying fuck yeah?
Yeah, that's been that.
In the past year.
Even if you would have said I'm sorry, I wouldn't have cared. You already done the damage. You already done the damage. I don't apologies. They don't mean shit to me. Sometimes.
I heard apologies don't mean shit if your behavior don't change.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he just stopped doing what he's doing. He didn't go and revert and be like, yo, I'm sorry. I was tripping. I was bugging. Fuck Donald Trump. This and that. Like, if he would have did that, I'm like, oh, okay. That would have been different.
Like he did. Bush does not like white people.
But he didn't do none of that. He just shut up and went straight to Jesus. All right, let me put Jesus up there. Jesus and Trump. Them the two people I fuck with.
Church it's free, y'all. Come
is
on.
anybody going to buy the album?
It's not free if you selling merch at the damn at his Sunday service.
Well, he first has
True. It was a tour. It was a free tour.
Yeah.
But he's selling merch.
Right. I'm still gonna get the album or stream it at least. See what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Just give him a small little chance.
I feel Duke how he feel about it. And he's entitled to that. I just Ye make good music. No pun intended with his label, but Ye he still makes good music that I like. Now if it was like R. Kelly, if we want to talk about things like that, like R. Kelly, I still listen to R. Kelly. Yeah, I still listen to him. I said you may not. I still listen
to R. Kelly.
I still listen to him.
I can't not unlisten to R. Kelly. Like you grew up on R. Kelly. I can't unlisten to it. I wasn't affected by none of that shit, and I don't mean to say that that's not like I'm not saying it like to be insensitive, but that's just not something I was affected by. Yeah, and I don't want to get into the whole R. Kelly, all that shit, because I got my own opinions about it. Yeah. I really don't care if you go to jail or not. I'm just saying, growing up in Chicago, you know more than the regular just person
outside Chicago.
Yeah, that's just listening to some shit from a fucking documentary. Like,
one pity pack off that. K. Michelle said that this is not about R. Kelly, but she said that she said I don't think men are good people. And that's stemming from an interview she did on the V103 show in Atlanta, I believe. It was about her ex doing her wrong in so many words, and she just
she needs to say he's not a good person.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, how can you say that about all men? Because all men aren't like that.
Yeah, and men could say the same fucking thing about women if they wanted to.
For real.
You just gotta move on to the next. You know what I'm saying?
I just think once you hurt, it's a different story, and you just say anything.
Sometimes you allow yourself to get hurt.
True.
and you ignore signs that say you're going to get hurt in the future. So
right.
Or you just need to switch it up. Stop going straight to dating. Like, get to know somebody first before you cross off your list, quote unquote.
Right.
Okay, he's handsome. His credit's good. He has a good job.
But you don't
independent. But you don't know who the fuck he is outside of all of that. He could be a complete fucking maniac.
He could be crazy like
just
Duke.
because he looks good on the outside, like you don't know.
I'm a good crazy. I might show up.
I might in general, like.
I might show up at your job.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you're at work.
I miss you so much. I followed you today, girl.
See you. You at work doing your thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and go back to.
What you eat for lunch today, baby? Oh, I can cook it for you right quick and bring it to you.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, ain't that crazy.
Yeah. Like, this is where I crossed the line. All right.
You are across the line.
Yeah.
I'll stalk you, but I'll be there if I
I'll
come and bring you food.
You know, I miss you so much. I'll follow you. Nah.
Who does that?
Hey,
Who brings
you
you
doing all that?
romance?
Crazy
Nah, I'm
people.
just joking.
Oh man.
Shit.
Duke brought this to me this week. What's up with your boy Malik Yoba? What's up with Malik Yoba? Cool runnings. What?
The only thing I want to know, and this is a serious question, because he says that he likes transgender women.
Okay.
The key word is women.
Which would make them actual men. So
True.
my thing is, and he said he's not gay. So how are you not gay by gay standards?
Did he say he sleep with him? Did he say that he say he like me? I don't think he said anything about sleep with him. I'm not defending. Once again, I'm not defending. I'm just saying, did he say it?
I just need clarity on exactly what. What? He likes transgendered women.
You are going through the same thing I went through a couple weeks ago. This man said, at first I didn't have an issue with it. I didn't really care.
Right.
When he said I like transgender women, I was like, okay, so what?
Right.
But maybe 3 or 4 days later, maybe a week, he came out and said, I like transgender women, but I'm not gay. That was the part.
He just said I'm not gay.
That was the part that threw me off.
Technically speaking, he's not, because they are women.
They're not women.
A transgender woman is a man who transitioned into a woman.
With a penis. Right?
Well, no, they take away the penis.
No,
yes, they do.
No, I thought that
they
was
don't take it away. They stuff it inside of you.
Right.
No, you don't. They take away the penis.
They stuff it inside you. Wait, they stuff it inside you?
Yo, do y'all not understand what?
Don't say y'all. I'm
the surgery. Okay, you don't know what the surgery is.
Right. You said he stuffed it inside you.
Like
they take your penis and pretty much reverse it back inside of you, and they hollow it out.
And turn it into walls?
Yes, they hollow it out. That's why I say they still have their penis. You have a penis. It's a man.
What do with the balls?
What do you mean? You are not gay. I don't understand it. Even so, you mean to tell me if he was to have sex with what's the guy's name from the Kardashians?
Jenner.
He didn't have surgery yet on his joint.
Because I think he's still confused if you want to be a man still.
Yeah, I think he want to go back.
It's a personal.
He's like, yo, this one fine bitches.
Right?
I think he want to go back. But my thing is, if he's to have sex with him, so he not gay. Are you tripping? You got dick and balls hanging out.
But
come on, man. You gay. What are you talking about?
I'm still stuffing it in.
Even if they had a surgery, bro, like you still a guy. Like just because in your brain you say you're a female, in your even if you feel like you're a woman, like you're still a man. I don't care about all of that. I think that shit is stupid to me. Like it's what is, not what you think it is. It's what it is.
It comes from a deeper place.
A deeper place of thinking, right?
A deeper place with the pee-pee going into the coop church of
How you present yourself, how you feel.
Yes, I said pee-pee.
There are transgendered men, women who.
What is a pre-op?
Pre-operation.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Post-op is after operation.
So before they, I guess, make the ultimate decision to keep their genitals or not.
Did you say genitals or genitals?
Genitals.
She said genitals.
So they're a man. So they're a man up until they have surgery.
No, it's not that. It's this is too deep for y'all to understand.
It's
Wow,
not. I
she
understand
makes
it.
that
It's
too deep for
it's
y'all to understand.
it's not beyond understanding. It's just y'all make it. Y'all try to make it
You
like
make it you're
extra for no
no,
reason.
you're making it black and white, and
It
it's
is
not
black and white.
It's not a black and white situation.
So it's not a man that dresses like a woman and puts titties on. That's all it is. It's a man that puts titties on his chest.
Titties.
And once they take the dick off, like let's say if they take it off or they stuff it somewhere else, he still had a dick before. He's still a man. You can't take a man out of being a man.
They put the PP on the string. I say PP. They put the PP on the string, and it was day, and they cut it off. And it was just on the string, and they pull it up. Oh my God! Just thinking about. I'm sorry, Duke. I just thought about. I did see that.
So moving on.
Let's move on right quick, right? While we on some intense stuff, let's talk about Fantasia. Or do y'all still want to talk about some more lightning stuff?
It don't matter.
No, let's get Fantasia out.
Let's get this Fantasia thing. Go ahead, Toria. You want to kick it off? Go ahead. You get it.
So Fantasia is going around because she found her successful relationship finally good to her, good for her, but she's going around saying she's basically going around being very bitter. I feel.
Bitter
She's
about
going
what?
around saying, okay, well, this is why y'all still single because y'all not submitting to your man, and it's like, wait, hold up.
That's not bitter.
Yeah, that's not bitter.
I feel like it is being bitter because I feel like she's been through.
I want to say she's bitter.
She's been through so much shit, and if you found your happiness, that's fine. But don't go around telling other women, okay, well, this is why. You know, you can give advice like, okay, well, if I can do it, you can do it. But the way she's going about it is kind of like, well, I found mine. You know, I'm submitted to mine, and this is why you're not. This is why you're still in this situation that you are because you didn't do it as well.
Okay.
And so, I feel like that's not the way to go about it. I feel like women are single or people are single because they have not found the one for them. I don't feel like there's steps. You don't have to be submissive. You don't have to change who you are. You don't have to make yourself more available, whatever.
So we talked about this before.
If you personally, as a woman, want to be submissive, then there's no problem with that. Do not think that is the only route that you should go to find a man.
No.
And that's how she's making it seem. She's making it this whole
No,
big
she
deal.
said that there are women out there that want to be leaders and they shouldn't be. They should let the man lead. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's a double standard. I think if you have to be a leader,
that's what the fuck they are.
if women have to be a leader and they have to lead, then you go do that. But I think when you in search of a man that you want to lead you and your soon-to-be family, I think you should fall back and see what type of leader that man is going to be. Rather than sitting there trying to be a leader, trying to show him that I'm Miss Independent.
I feel like you both can be
leaders
in a relationship.
Listen, that's fine. You can.
horrible.
You can.
Like, you don't have to.
It's about playing your position. About playing position and knowing your role.
I feel like once you start doing position roles and all these gender roles in a fucking relationship, that's where everything goes like.
No, it's not gender. You can be a leader, but understand if your man needs you to lead, then you lead. But you have to allow that man to be a man and let him do what he's supposed to do. Don't go in a relationship. Don't go in a relationship pretend like, yo, I'm independent. I've been doing this. I'm doing this. Fall back a little bit. A lot of women do that.
It's two things. It's like women who are independent. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Right.
But what I normally hear is that, and I can understand this, is that most independent women really don't want to be that independent.
True.
So
I heard that too.
They also have to know when the man is a leader.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to, and that woman has to allow him to lead.
100%.
Now, on the flip side of that, the man has to be a good leader.
Yes.
He has to understand that sometimes you need to take a back seat. Sometimes you need to put your foot down, or you need to say, hey, this is what we're doing. Sometimes you need to be able to say, okay, we're going to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all about,
I think that's what her husband was trying to say.
It's about conversation and compromise.
Right.
But I feel like from where I come from, the word submission and, dominance and all this other shit, I feel like
medieval times, I know.
The word dominance was never used. That's what you projected onto that word of submit.
Well, no. Let me backtrack a little bit. Well, not backtrack, but
So,
let me clarify what I'm trying to say.
Well, let me ask you this real quick. Do you have a problem with what she said or how she said it?
I have a problem with her telling women that this is the only route, that the only thing to do in order to get the man, in order to get a man, period. I have a problem with her saying that, you know, these are why, this is the reason why y'all single, is because y'all trying to be leaders in a relationship. It's not that they're single because that's their fucking personal situation that they're single.
True.
Now, there's a different way going about it. It's like, okay, well, you know, I found the love of my life and this is how we did it. You know, maybe you can do this too. Besides I feel like she's being bitter about it. Like, this is why y'all women all bitter and single and shit, because y'all trying to lead in a relationship and that's not how it works and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not necessarily that's not how it works. It's just that that's not what works for you, personally. There's nothing wrong with giving advice, but don't tell these women that they have to submit and put themselves in a back seat in order to find a successful relationship or to find a man or whatever it is.
It's not a back seat, it's a passenger seat.
Well, even then, taking a passenger
seat. It's a window seat.
I understand that within a relationship, you know, you guys do need to feed off of each other, and there is, you know, conversation and compromise, and, you know, one of you may have to lead and the other, you know, but I feel like it's not a general, okay, woman, you sit here and do this, and I got this. Right. You know, I feel like that's not I feel like that's what she's trying to say.
That's not what she said. She wasn't saying why don't you just be a slave and your man be the master. That's not what she said. She was saying, she just said you need to let the man be the man in the house and stop trying to control everything and stop trying to dictate what goes on in the home. Like, I
feel like if with two
y'all can talk about
both
that.
Of you guys can have a say so in what the fuck goes on in your house.
You're supposed to. You are supposed to.
There's a conversation to be had, not just okay. Well, this is what we're gonna do, and you sit up here and you just follow. That's how I personally took it.
And that's why I said you projected that onto the conversation.
I did not project it. This is how I took it. What she said.
That's not what she said though.
At the end of the day, it's to each his own. To each his own.
Yeah.
How you want to perceive it and how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she probably meant it like that. People probably took it the wrong way, and she probably didn't mean for it to come out. When you live on TV and you saying shit, you're going to say what comes to your head because you don't want to choke while you talking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she probably, but then again, she didn't come back and rebuttal anything differently either. So her husband came and piggybacked on that and said being submissive is a gift. You know what I'm saying? That men should look at it as a gift, not as a dominating thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know,
not to cut you off, but in my experience, in my personal experience, a lot of men take advantage of that, and this is why I feel the way I feel about the situation.
Right.
About the whole leader and submission and all this other shit. Those words are like trigger words to me, because it's like, well, no.
I said that earlier.
Well, I'm telling you, for my this is my opinion, and this is how I took what she said.
Right.
And I still stand by what I said, that that's not the only way for you to find men, is to be submissive or to not be a leader in a relationship. Both of you guys can be complete fucking dominant ass leaders, and both of you, well, not dominant, but both of you guys can be leaders, and both of you guys can have a conversation and be a team,
right? And
say, okay, well, this is the issue, how do we take care of it? Or this is the next step on what we're trying to do, you know, let's work through this together.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. What do you do when that person that you're with is not as submissive, or not as dominant as you are, and you have to be a leader? So what if it's just you and your fiance is not as dominating as you are, and you have to become that? What do you say to that? You know what
then
I'm saying?
I'll be it, and I'll, you know.
Okay,
but you don't want to be.
Right.
I don't want to be, but
you have to, right? So what if
you don't have to. You can break up.
Well, no, that's not. Golly.
I'm not talking about you personally.
Right. No, not me personally, but in general, it's steps to be.
You know what? This is what we want.
So you're going to teach a man how to lead you? That makes no sense. He's no longer a leader. He's just a fucking
But if you're automatically a dominating man and you find another,
dominating female,
I feel like it's unfair for you to kind of say, okay, well, you take a seat, I got this. If she's been doing that her whole life, it's her mindset now.
True.
That's just who the fuck she is.
True,
now.
but then she should be able, like, you know what?
And she should
You need to show her and prove to her that you're able to take control and do what the fuck you gotta do. And, if she chooses to, not take a back seat, but if she chooses to take a step back and relax and let you lead, then fine. But if not, and that's her mindset, and that's who the fuck she is, then she needs to compromise and work with that too.
And that's why I think Fantasia's talking about. If you're gonna be so high strung on being the leader, and you're not allowing him to do his role.
Yeah.
You're not gonna keep a man.
Nope.
But I feel like that's kind of extreme to say you're not gonna keep a man.
It's men out there that like that shit, but a real man is not gonna sit there and allow his woman to be so damn dominant. And take it away from you.
You're not going to keep telling the man what to do, when to do it, how to do it.
Right.
But that's not a man's role to tell a woman what to do and when to do it either.
Who says he is?
No, it's not. But
I just said what you're not going to tell a man.
But it's still the man's.
Tell a woman
the man's supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to be the one that's strong to protect the family. Right? That's just that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? And I sometimes run my family as such, but not all the time. I want my wife to be. You know what I'm saying? I want to be shared. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But allow me to be the man that I'm supposed to be. Because once you take that from a man, he has nothing. That's what I think that's what you're saying. Like a lot of women want to be the man of the house. Because they have to be. But when that strong man comes into your life, women, you don't know how, some of y'all don't know how to let go.
Y'all don't know how to let go of whatever y'all just had. Whatever y'all was just doing as far as like taking care of the house, and y'all get a man that could take care of the house, y'all don't know how to treat him. Because y'all, the first thing out y'all mouth is, well, I don't do it like this, or you need to do it like this. That's why I do it.
And that's what she's saying.
And that's what she's saying. Like, chill out, like, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he do it his way, let him do it his way.
And if you don't want that, let him go and you keep doing it your way. But you're not going to get him.
Don't need to be an argument. You're not going to keep him around because you keep telling him what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Like, if he want to slice his bread at an angle, let him slice his goddamn bread at an angle. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think being the leader in a relationship is technically about control.
No,
nobody said it was.
Well, let me finish.
All right.
So what I'm saying is that it's not about control. It's okay. Well, this is how you're gonna do it. This is how I'm gonna do it. This is how we're gonna, take care of this or whatever the situation is.
Sorry.
I'm still young. I don't know, but I know what I grew up on and what I experienced.
Yeah, and
it was mostly men taking advantage of that whole dominant role bullshit, and a lot of situations they were very unhappy and they were going through serious issues.
Right.
Because the man was so stuck in his own head as far as leading, he was not listening to his woman. He was not acknowledging her and how she felt or her opinions or anything.
That brings me back to a man being a good leader to begin with. If you don't have the leading skills, you're going to do exactly what you just said. You're going to take advantage of it, or you're going to suck at it.
Right.
You're not going to be a leader. People will know from, like, immediately that you suck at your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to tell.
I'm sorry.
Right, he got the shit. But it's not hard to tell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've played sports all my life, so I understand how to be a leader. I understand what it takes. You gotta listen to people. Like, you also have to find a way for them to listen to you.
I just want to add, Duke never listen to me when I tell him to do this certain move. He never want to listen. Bye, go ahead, brother. I've been telling him he's tall as fuck. Do the hook shot.
I need to use the fucking hook shot.
I'm telling him.
I'm like 77 years old, man.
It worked. I use it on him all the time.
You used it on me one time.
And I scored. And that's enough.
You scored. One time.
And that's all it takes. I'm sorry.
Well, these are my views. This is their views.
Yeah.
Tell us your views.
Yes, please. Hey, y'all know how we do. Inbox us, DM us, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever.
At the end of the day, we have our difference of opinions, but it's all love.
Yeah. But we gonna lighten it up though, cause
moving on. Y'all been spoiling the fuck out of Power, and I do not appreciate
I still haven't watched Power.
I don't know what the fuck.
So we might as well not talk about it.
Yeah, because I still haven't seen Power. I only seen the first episode of the first season.
Are you caught up?
I'm not.
Caught up.
She's on season 5.
I'm almost done with season 5, and oh my god, is it fucking good. But, come on now.
I don't know what to say.
What the fuck is gonna happen?
I know. There's a ghost. There's a white dude. There's a guy that sings. There's a guy. The white dude is from Chicago.
Wait, who the fuck sings?
It's a guy on there that sings. I don't know. He's a light skinned dude. I forgot his name.
Drake.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. And I know Lala, that she shows her titties on there. I know the Toria shows her titties on there. 3LW, I know that. And I know 50 Cent talking a lot of shit about everything else.
That's a damn shame. You ain't watched Power.
There's
What's up?
Kaden,
I'm finna get all type of shit about this, y'all.
Tommy, a.k.a. James.
Hey.
James St. Patrick.
There's Tasha, his wife.
I know the Hispanic chick
I
died.
know a brief review.
What the fuck?
That's what somebody told me. Somebody told me.
See, this is what the fuck I'm
hey, no, let's talk. All right, listen, this is what I'm going to do. Tonight, I'll watch as much as I can, and then next week, speaking of next week, we're going to talk about Power, and me and my cousin is going to do, on this podcast, we are going to do the the hottest chip challenge next week.
I'll have fun with that.
So me and my cousin, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get it in, and then y'all going to watch me suffer, but it's going to either be after the podcast or before the podcast.
Good
no.
luck.
Duke's scared. He don't want to do it.
I'm not doing it.
Toria is allergic to everything in the world.
I like my organs exactly where they
Yeah,
is.
no thank you.
And then guess what? I'm finna do the hot spicy noodle challenge after that. See, your boy,
After that.
not after that, but probably in a few weeks after this. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, Mr.Preppyboi, I'm fearless. I do shit. I do what I do.
You got some good medical.
Damn right. Hell yeah, I got some good medical. Don't like that. We got some good medical. Yeah.
You got some good medical.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to be in the hospital 2 days.
So next week we're gonna talk about Power. Shut up. We're gonna talk about Power. I'm gonna be caught up, and we're gonna do this hot chip challenge, and it's gonna be off the chain. I want y'all to look and watch it. And Pacquiao, whatever y'all dated, the chip people, fuck with me, cause I'm gonna be doing this. I got another bag of y'all chips in the back too. All right.
But no, I got a brief review over Power.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead and talk about it.
Power is, I feel like, because I think this is the last season.
Is it really?
I think so.
I think so.
And I think they might do it like a prequel season or something,
or a movie,
or a show, or something like that. But or maybe a spinoff. I'm not sure. But brief review. It's all right this season. I think they rushing a lot of stuff because it is the last season, I guess.
See, I hate when that
somebody died.
Son of a bitch.
So I just feel like it's being rushed right now. So they trying to like, you know, put everything into a box, while also trying at the same time to kind of lead us into different directions as far as like different characters. But it's all right. It's still a good show. It's not as bad as Empire after their first season. So I'm cool with it.
I'm trying. Speaking of Empire,
It'll be one of those classic shows at the end of the day. So
hey man. Speaking of Empire, man. Come on, man. I'm like flowers and earth.
Who still watches Empire?
I don't know. Church people.
I tried so many times to watch it, and I always fall off after like the first.
I literally stopped after season 2, episode 1.
I'm trying to get into the Shy. I heard we got Lil Rel on the Shy now, Lala on the Shy now.
Isn't he from Chicago?
Yeah, Lil Rel from here. You know what I'm saying? I think they shoot it here. I'm not certain.
They might.
You know what I'm saying? I think you should if you do that.
It would only make sense.
It never makes sense for me to shoot something in New York and it's about Chicago.
You could.
You can't be on the 100. You can't be on the 128 in Lenox in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago is the only place with this type of architecture. So
right.
You couldn't even really fake it anywhere else.
Well, Ice Cube did barbershop in Atlanta and here. So
But he didn't go outside though.
No, he's right. Yeah, he did. Not as much.
Nah, he ain't going to no neighborhoods.
But yes, you know what I'm saying. We'll talk about Power next week. I promise. Toria, you told us a funny one.
Snowfall. Check out Snowfall though. I don't know why y'all sleeping on that show.
I'm sleep on Snowfall.
That's better than Empire and Power.
I still need to catch her with Atlanta.
What network is Snowfall on again?
Snowfall is on FX, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what, man? I'm slipping. I'm slipping on stuff.
Snowfall is the shit, man. That's like Breaking Bad type good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch. I watch.
Y'all tripping.
We'll check it out.
Y'all know Joel Osteen got a clothing line. You know what it's called?
What?
Sheep's clothing. So what's in sheep's clothing? Wolves. Wolves are in sheep's clothing.
Sheep's clothing.
That's what it's called. He got into the fashion industry.
That's real?
Yeah, it's real. Man.
Oh my God.
I was like, wow, really? Now, this is the same person. This is the same person that wouldn't let people in his church when there was a flood.
What did I say, man?
But buy my wool,
buy my clothing, my sheep's clothes.
They playing with y'all now. At this point.
Yeah.
And y'all just falling for it. Goddamn.
And
he said he got Creflo Dollar rocking it. He got a lot of these big mega church pastors rocking his stuff.
No shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and Killer Mike got in Creflo Dollar.
They in the same fraternity. That's why.
Yeah. All he has is trust.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
That's disgusting, man.
I just wanted to talk on that real quick. You know what I'm saying? That he got a clothing line.
That is super disgusting.
Called Sheep's Clothing.
You got pastors asking for jets.
No. For Jets, Creflo Dollar. T.I. was at Kanye's Sunday service in Atlanta. T.I. was just thinking that he was going to sit in the back and just chill with him and Killer Mike was going to chill. They told T.I. to go all the way up to the front. He up front with 2 Chainz and everything. Mm-hmm. So this pastor from Houston come up there and everything. And in so many words, he said, hey, God ain't going to bless you if you don't bless me. I need $10,000 from 20 people. No, I need $1,000 from 20 people.
What?
For his church. Yeah. And T.I. was like, you are not finna propaganda, or what, I forgot how T.I. put it. He was like, you are not finna get money out of me.
You were not finna exacerbate
right.
my pockets.
Exactly.
For me to loan you or to give
money.
you or to hand you.
Exactly. T.I. said, he looked at 2 Chainz and said, man, nigga, put that shit back. What you doing? When T.I. was, and 2 Chainz was like, no, man, you're wrong, T.I. You're wrong, T.I. And I guess 2 Chainz gave like $100 or something. And T.I. was like, okay, yeah, give me $100, give me your 100. I'm not finna give this man nothing. He told his wife not to give nothing. And they literally put the camera in T.I.'s face, and T.I. got this look on his face like, I am not finna give you nothing of my money. Expeditiously. I'm not finna give you nothing of my money.
So you got, so this is what I'm saying.
Right.
So you got Kanye West at a Sunday service.
Right.
That isn't technically supposed to be about money or church.
Right.
You have pastors who already get money inside of his congregation. Yeah. Asking people for money.
Yep.
Fucking shame.
How fucking disgusting.
And T.I. said, this is why I don't go to church. And I'm not gonna lie, for a couple of years, this is why I stopped going to church, because I feel like it was asking too much.
This ain't even that's the last reason I go to church. But
I mean, I go to learn the word. That's the reason why I left the church I was at, because I wanted to learn.
Really turning this shit into like
it's a business.
What do you mean turning it into?
It's been a business.
It is.
Yeah. It's been a business for a long ass time.
And then if you notice, well, this ain't this type of podcast, but if you got a church in your neighborhood, guaranteed that church ain't giving you shit. It ain't helping your kids do nothing. It ain't helping you.
Some are. Some
have these.
My kids actually go to a church that actually helping that we actually thinking about going to. Okay. They do an after school program. When it's Halloween, they do a little Halloween thing for the kids, and the kids go there and they do their thing. They actually is a good church. You know what I'm saying?
For free.
For free. And I'm actually sitting back. I'm scoping the scene, see what's really good.
It was one out there off of Ashland and like almost Madison. I want to say. It was one out there. I remember.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Back in the day, yeah, they did a lot of free stuff.
You know,
but it's a lot out there that don't do anything. They want your money.
It's a lot of wolves that wear sheep's clothing.
Go home. That's right. They got that Joel Osteen soul.
He said oil, not oil. He said oil.
Fuck the clothes. They got the soul of a sheep in wolf's clothing.
Yeah. Now listen, church people. I don't want you coming for us. We just saying. You know,
you can come for me. I don't care.
You know, Duke said it. Duke said it. You know
Ain't shit to be afraid
I mean, you
of.
cover me too, but I just don't need all
Ain't
the
shit
extra
to
stuff.
be
in my life.
afraid of, man.
You know what
Y'all
I'm saying?
just people, just like me. What that mean?
A lot.
Nothing.
to them. Oh man, Def Jam just re-signed LL Cool J and DMX back.
LL too?
Yeah, LL. And that's crazy after but we know why LL left. You know what I'm saying? Even though his contract was up, yeah, because him and Jay never got along, and he didn't want to re-sign that contract with Jay.
He wasn't dropping on music.
Right? No, he was acting. But now he said he actually got some new shit. He got some new shit he working on. I want to hear DMX's stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. He's still with Rough Riders, even though Rough Riders ain't doing much. But as long as Swiss Beats is behind it, I'm happy.
I don't want to hear LL right now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He's too happy. He's older now.
So he ain't got no real shit.
He like
girl.
Nah, he ain't got nothing to talk about. We're gonna talk about I had my tea at 12 in the morning.
Sipping on your legs while butter pecan down your thighs.
Yeah.
That's what LL said.
And you know what's bad? Is that my ears are trained now to like some of this new shit, like the new style of how they rap.
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you
I
listen,
like the baby.
I like the baby too.
Yeah,
but if you listen to some of some of the old stuff now, like old rappers now, not nobody like Jay-Z. Jay-Z still got a good flow.
Yeah.
But some older guys, they still sound like they're stuck in whatever year they was. Yeah.
I'll dance like this when you rhyme like that.
Yeah.
When I come in, you be acting like that. Hurrah!
So.
Okay. Goddamn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear.
Well, a little bit of crack.
It's like, yeah, I want to hear.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't want to hear that
God.
too much. DMX, I can still hear because he don't sound like he's from any era. Like you can throw him anywhere.
He has
and he
his
still
own
sounds.
flow. He has like his own shit.
Yeah, you can put him anywhere. He fits. Like even in a hip, a hop, a hip to the hip. All right, I'm gonna do the next. A hip to the hop. I don't give a fuck. Give me the spot. Yeah, you can put him in.
Goddamn.
Sorry, I went there. You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker had his.
It was something that I wanted to talk about on the last episode on our return show that I didn't get a chance to talk about, and that was
These nuts.
No, Doja Cat. I want to talk about Doja Cat. Even though this is an old topic, but I really want to talk about it because honestly, I think it touches home with Toria as well. Doja Cat's boyfriend was getting criticized because he is white. Now, if you don't know who Doja Cat is a rapper who's known for her number one hit. What was it? I'm not there. Bitch, I'm a cow.
That shit is,
the one?
Yeah.
I like that song.
I like the video. I don't care too much for the song, but she do have a new song out. She do have a new song out with Tyga called Juicy or something. If you ain't seen it, please go see it.
Okay.
It is very, very, very interesting. I love it.
She must got her cheeks out.
Yes, she does. And then, woo! I got salivation in the back. But anyway,
Back of what?
her back of my man.
Okay.
So her boyfriend is white. He's a rapper. He goes by the name of Johnny Utah. Okay. And a lot of cats, a lot of cats on Twitter was going in on him because he has this thick, half biracial young lady, Doja Cat. And a lot of them were saying a lot of things to her, saying, "Yo, she sold out because she dating." Why do we feel that we have to be like, okay, just because you thick and everything, you're supposed to be only for a black man, and white men don't know how to handle that?
That's our own fucking.
Is that us?
That's our personal issue.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know that back in the slave days, white men raped our women, and that's how we're that biracial. And you know what I'm saying?
You're going back to the white man and blah, blah. It's like, no, times are changing. Half these relationships out here are fucking biracial. Yeah. And I'm going to say the same thing I said last week. It honestly does not fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because, like I said last week, well, not last week, the week before last, 2 weeks ago, it does not matter your race, your gender, your ethnicity, or whatever. You're still going to have your own fucking flaws. You know, if you're a cheater, you're going to cheat whether you're black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Indian, Japanese, whatever the fuck. You're still going to fucking, have your own fuck. You're still gonna have your insecurities. You're still gonna be broke or whatever the fuck it is your issues is. It does not matter. So to go from, oh, you know, she's dating a white man and blah, 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 it's like...
I used to see that type of stuff back in the day. You know, a lot of cats used to get mad, you know what I'm saying? Like, even, you know, my sister used to get mad when a white lady got a handsome brother, and she used to get mad. They're like, why are you mad? As a kid, I didn't understand.
That's a
like, why are you
personal
mad?
bitterness. Now,
right.
There is a difference. If Doja Cat is going around saying, I found a white man because half y'all black men don't know how to treat me, then it's the issue. Then I understand. Because, like, okay, well, don't be bitter towards your own race and don't, you know, hold that against us because, you know,
but
you're having your personal
That's
issues.
mostly what it is, though.
But it shouldn't be. That's unfortunate as fuck. Because, like, you're missing out.
True.
And then you're putting your own people under the bus, and that's where that bitterness comes from. Now, if she's, you know, dated her fair share of black guys, and this just happens to be the one who, you know, does it right for her, then so be it. You know, she just happened to found, and he just happened to be white.
Some of the tweets that they sent her were hilarious and crazy. One of the tweets were Doja Cat, sweet juicy mango cakes, really getting smashed to smithereens from a white man. This world is evil. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a person.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you can't do it, or like
Another one said Doja Cat like white man? She out of here. You know what I'm saying? She out of here. And then this last one was Doja Cat. More like Doja white man's whore. Am I right, fellas?
Come on now.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, men are actually...
Have their own stupid ass.
Hey,
like,
men are actually pissed at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to front. I am not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is Confessions of a Preppy Boy. When I heard that Serena had, you know, I think she had left Common and everything, and then all of a sudden she came up with this white man and he got pregnant by him. I was kind of pissed at that.
I was too.
But you know what I'm saying? I was pissed at that because I didn't understand. But I think Common actually probably didn't want to get married. That's probably why she and him didn't. Because Common said he wasn't ready to do that. But that he is.
Man gonna show
True.
you what the fuck he wants.
But he was last with her. Black man was with her, I believe.
Well, that.
Huh? Second?
That's his personal ass problem.
No, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Common took his time with it, and she was like, well, I'm tired of waiting for you. I need to, you know, I'm ready for this. You're not, so I'm moving the fuck on. And she just happened to find the guy that she's with.
With no muscle definition
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. It almost makes it like that she just chose somebody and said, yo, you're going to give me my seed.
It's not bad.
Oh, yeah. And once shout out, prayers go out to her and her family because her father's had a stroke. I think he's in critical condition. I don't know how well his health been doing, but I found out this about last week. And I'm, you know, once again, Serena and
her prayers go out to you, honey.
I forget her sister name.
Venus.
Venus and Serena. Y'all, our prayers go out to you and your family about your father. But yeah, I was kind of upset about that. I'm like, damn, here goes Serena and all this. Once again, all these sweet mango cakes.
I think.
So I fall into it too.
I think the celebrity part of it is what makes it hurt even more
Right.
because you feel like
you're in the industry where
you come from a neighborhood where you know a lot of people of your background
Right.
you know come from or whatever, and you know you make it so far, you do so great, you work hard, and you portray or you promote the white guy over, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you done had a baby by him, y'all get married or y'all got married or
I
whatever
don't think
the
it's
case may be.
necessarily her promoting.
Nah, it's promotion.
No, I disagree.
Because it's not.
this promotion.
Because she wasn't promoting these other guys. They just so happened to be, we walking past, so we caught these two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't a promote. She was promoting him. Just like with what's her face? Halle Berry. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson, she didn't have a kid her whole fucking life.
At least it's allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly didn't have a kid her whole fucking life. All of a sudden, she got a kid by a white guy in her 50s.
Hold that thought, dude. Hold that thought. If you're now tune in to Preppy Boys World, the podcast. I'm your man, Toria and Terrell, aka Mr. Preppyboi, with my brother Duke.
You.
My little sis Toria.
Hi.
and we're talking about Venus, the Doja Cat thing, about her boyfriend being white, and why do some sisters go to the opposite race, vice versa? Men go to the opposite race. So
I think,
yeah,
honestly, when it comes to celebrities, I think literally it's just it's a what do you call it? It's like a class thing. Like if you, or not a class thing, but like if you want to be, like let's say you're Serena, you just won Wimbledon, right? You got all these
plaques, these trophies,
all these awards, trophies. Soon as you get you a white man, or if you're a black guy, you got a white woman. Okay, let's put you in this movie. Let's put you in these movies. Now it goes from level whatever. Let's say you at level 3. Now you on level 5. You know what I'm saying?
There's a devil.
Kevin Hart. I can bring him up.
Yeah.
His wife was dark skinned. Now he got himself I don't know what she is.
A mulatto.
Now he's after that, boom. Now he started doing movies every year. 2 movies a year.
Fair.
It's not fair, but if you look at the
But
numbers,
there's plenty of successful ass black couples out there that are still making movies and still doing shit.
name them.
Samuel Jackson, Denzel and his
Jada,
wife.
Gabrielle, and her dude, what's his name?
You mean her girlfriend, Dwayne Wade?
Denzel got his own.
See, and it's the shit. This is the
No, listen.
It's a fucking double standard.
Listen. When we talk about Dwayne Wade, it's love. I got love for Dwayne Wade. But motherfuckers make fun of Dwayne Wade because of how he dressed. And then you think about 2 women, and there's a picture of Dwayne Wade with his legs crossed like a woman holding his daughter, him and Gabrielle Union.
I saw that.
Yeah. You can't help but to say,
I mean, come on now. Like, goddamn.
I mean, between men, we talk shit like that. We do shit like that. Now, we know Dwayne Wade ain't gay. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But it just looks feminine, what he's doing.
A little sus.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always going to be an issue no matter what.
Right. Sorry, Griff.
Gabrielle's with the black
don't
man
have a
and
number,
he's
brother.
too feminine for her. Fucking Will and Jada together, what's their problem? I know y'all got one.
They got an open relationship.
That's the problem.
That's our problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Jada Pinkett said Will ain't going nowhere. Will said Jada ain't going nowhere. I said Will said we're gonna be in another part of the house. You gonna be with somebody else. I'm gonna be in another part with somebody else. But we ain't leaving each other. That's what Will said. Oh, Jada's one of them said that. You know what I'm saying? On that red table talk. So I mean, I have no problem with it. It's just I think like Duke said, the celebrity, you know what I'm saying? You think for everything that you go through as a black person, your prize is a white man you get pregnant with. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, yeah. When you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl. He was with his fiance, went through the wire and all that. That didn't work out. He got with Amber Rose. Then he got with Kim.
Blew up.
You know what I'm saying?
He blew up with Amber Rose. And went further with
Kim. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that I don't mind, like, I wouldn't mind dating a white girl myself. Wouldn't mind dating any other race.
Jamie Foxx.
It's a picture of.
Keep naming people.
Yeah, it's a picture of all the black men that date.
It's coming from
white
a very
women.
better place.
I don't think it's coming from a better place. I think it's just showing that you successful black man, and you go out and you make movies of pro black things and everything, but then you're married or you're dating a white lady like Eddie Murphy. He doing Dolomite. Dolomite was for no white woman. He's for Horn or something like that. Or Jamie Foxx did Django. He was dating Katie Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through all those things, but then that just shows you that we are to the point like, 400 years of slavery, white men fucked our women, fuck it, we finna fuck their women for the next 400 years. Or whatever.
And that's the
however it is.
That's the mindset that's making y'all so bitter.
No,
I'm not bitter.
I'm not bitter at all. Like I said, I did outside the race.
Just saying after all this, you came from the hood, you came from us, and all this shit.
Them.
That's a mentality. That's a mentality that when you in the hood, that's all you see.
That's a fucked up mentality to have.
But no, if you in the hood, that's all you know. If you from Cabrini Green, if you from Rockwell Gardens, or if you from Marcy Projects, or if you from Watts, or fucking Inglewood in L.A. A lot of people don't see white people.
It's the promotion of it.
Yeah.
I just don't like the promotion of it.
I'm not understanding.
The promotion of black and white men or white women.
It don't matter what race you. I mean, not race. It don't matter what flip flop. It can be black woman, white man, white woman. It don't matter. I'm just saying, like, if you see it on TV all day, every day, what do you think you're gonna eventually start thinking to yourself? that maybe I need a white man.
A lot of females,
woman.
I see a lot of females on Instagram sometimes saying, you know what, I'm finna date outside my race because you niggas ain't about shit.
Yeah.
I see that all the time. You know
And
what I'm saying?
It can be a million black dudes on her timeline. Like, oh,
Right.
you're so beautiful. It may be
And she don't give two shits about
it. May be 100,000 that's really upstanding dudes, and you don't give a shit about nan one of them.
Right.
Because why? Who knows?
Because
I don't know.
you know, because you have bad experience with a dark skinned dude.
They could be bitter
bad
too.
experience and they keep going back to the same guy.
Right, but then that's like a personal problem for you.
Exactly, they don't bother their fucking
horizons.
horizons.
Like a lot of people
are made in a hood. You're gonna keep getting hood niggas. Like the fuck,
True.
get the fuck out.
You are a product of your environment, and if you don't know no better, you can't.
So
do
it's not
better.
good men in the hood. That's what you're saying. Everybody in the hood.
But if you keep going for the
asshole.
same fucking guy every time, you're gonna get the same fucking
But then, like I said, if you don't know no better, you can't do no better.
You keep picking the same
You
guy.
can, you know what I'm saying?
It's on you who you
Everybody is so stagnant. A lot of people are so stagnant and so lazy at being where they're at in their life. It's just easy for them to do that. They have to move. You know,
that's their person.
You keep saying it's a personal thing. Yeah, it is a personal thing. But like I said, if you don't know no better, you don't do no better. People have to know that there is much more out there for them than just staying where they're at. But you gotta understand things that are in your life aren't meant to fucking harbor what's going on. So you can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to a white man because this black man is not where I want him to be."
Like
or this black woman where I want her to be.
Like it ain't a black person.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing good for themselves.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with dating outside your race. But
No,
the
ain't nothing
moment
wrong
that
with
you
it.
start doubting your own people because of it, or I hate
But
when
that's
like
the problem that
You know what I'm saying?
we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. That's the issue. Like, for a perfect example, what's his name? Danny Glover?
Mm-hmm.
That he said, oh, I went with a white woman because, you know, all the black women thought that I was too nerdy and shit. You know how many nerdy-ass black women are out there that love anime?
But like I said, he didn't know no better, so he didn't do no better.
Like,
He didn't, like, he probably was looking
it's
for...
a very ignorant statement to make if you do not, if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let me tell you something. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying, it was a couple of females I liked in my class, man. And I've been the same person I've been that I am right now. Goofy, love to have fun, always had a good smile on me. But these females thought that, you know, oh, he fat. Oh, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we're young. Young kids do dumb shit like that.
yeah.
But still, you know what I'm saying? Till this day, all of a sudden now, these same females that talk bad about me are all on my page, loving everything. Oh, I love your sense of humor. I love all that shit.
They didn't know you.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you didn't understand that I'm the same person I was then. So by him saying that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It wasn't probably no black nerdy girls around his way.
But I think it's unfair to make it general. Black women don't like me because I'm nerdy.
That's his opinion. He probably didn't know no better.
Yeah.
If you don't know no better, you don't do no better. You know what I'm saying?
So why is it when we say a black woman says the same thing, you say we bitter?
Right. You know, but we say the same thing about black women.
Yeah.
We say the same thing about them too.
It goes back and forth, but I wasn't saying you black men are bitter. I'm just saying that we're bitter because we're looking. It's kind of like looking in a mirror. It's like, okay, well, you know.
Let's just go ahead and say it. Us as black people, we feel we need to stick with our own race. Just like Mexicans feel like they need to stick with their own race.
Mexicans ain't going nowhere with their own kind.
You know what I'm saying?
Them motherfuckers more together than Siamese twins. You can tell. I'm serious. You can tell a Mexican from a Puerto Rican. It ain't
some. Yeah, some.
What?
I ain't front. I thought her fiance was Puerto Rican. It's Mexican.
How?
Huh?
Man, you can tell Mexicans from Mexicans, Puerto Ricans from Puerto Ricans.
By the way they dress, if they dress the old school.
You ain't gotta dress. You can dress a Puerto Rican in Mexican clothes or whatever they wear. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I could tell. It's the
a
features.
whole different ballgame of a subject.
They stick with their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they
You know
breathe with their own.
and that's why I say, like, we never stick with our own race because we're like, yo, these niggas don't know no better. I don't want this. I'm gonna go outside because they know how they treat their women or they know how to treat their men. Asian women love sucking dick. That's the mind frame that some black men, they love sucking dick and being submissive. White women love doing the same thing. I heard that before. So Asian people, I'm not talking about. I'm just saying I heard that.
I've never heard that.
But I'm just saying, like, and they say black women are so angry, and they don't want no strong black man because they think he's too demanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we say. And we not really looking at the fact that we got black men out here that actually love to love. They love to take care of their women.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But some black women think that black men don't do that.
Black women, if y'all tired of the way a guy treating you, then fucking tell his ass. Stop treating me like that. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my life and move on. Like this. Tell him what you want. Stop making him guess. Sometimes he guessing. He don't know what you want. He probably applying. He's probably applying the last shit he did to some woman that worked for him to you, and it's not the same. Y'all not the same. So you got to tell him that's not finna work with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop the cycle. It's on y'all too. You can't be mad at a person that if giving you peanuts was working for the last chick, you think he not gonna try to give you peanuts? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta switch it up too.
Yeah. Stop
accepting certain shit, and maybe niggas will change.
At the end of the day,
stop treating every woman like the fucking last one. Too.
At the end of the day,
it goes for men as well.
At the end of the day, people, and I say everybody, we gotta treat each other right. At the end of the fucking day, black women, black men, treat your woman, treat your man as such. Treat them good. Granted, a lot of us ain't shit on both sides. Granted, a lot of white men like white women ain't shit. Right? Everything. Let's just start treating each other with some type of decency.
Yes.
Just treat each other right. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, say that. Open your mouth. Closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love ending the show like that.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? we got so much shit. We got so much shit.
Calm shit down.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, next week, I will be doing the one hot chip challenge with my cousin, and we're gonna be talking about power and other topics like we always do. So yeah, tune in. Duke, anything last words you gotta say?
I just want to say I feel bad for the young girl who had a haircut, got held down by 3 little white kids at a Christian school.
Stupid. Fuckers.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I don't have any closing. Anything closing to say. Really.
Well, on a lighter note, it's all love.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Once again,
okay.
It's a lot. I'm sorry to cut you off. No, I'm so sorry. Another rest in power to the young lady that was killed in Harvey, Illinois, on her birthday. She died on her birthday. She got shot. Her grandfather ran into the house, saw these gentlemen, and they shot in the house and they killed the young lady. She was trying to stay alive and survive, but she died on her birthday this week. R.I.P. to her. I'm kind of emotional about that because, and that's the problem in our communities. Let's stop looking at people as, that's that person I need to shoot. Let's stop that. Man. I'm sorry, go ahead, Toria. Don't get emotional about that. Yeah.
That just turns everything.
I know, I'm sorry. I just had somebody, I should have waited last to say that. I'm sorry. I meant to say it earlier. Sorry.
I don't know how to follow that.
Yeah.
It's all love. Bottom line, love each other, love yourselves. Do not blame other races for your issues. Do not, love is love. And if you go out being bitter about it, then, your results are going to reflect on that. So.
I'm sorry about that, y'all. That got me. That got me.
Let's do better.
But, yeah.
I know we say that, but goddamn, it's getting kind of old now. It's really, come on now.
You know what I'm saying? You can't start looking at people and like, that person look like that person I want to shoot. Let's investigate a little bit more before we just start airing the airways with our pieces and everything.
Or just find them by themselves and shoot them
you know
up
what I'm
close.
saying?
How about that?
Or just let it the fuck go.
True. You know
the hell,
what I'm saying?
it's not that serious.
Shit happens. So if you're going to kill somebody, do it face to face. Stop fucking shooting around people.
Innocent people.
Take a different approach, is my opinion. But, okay.
People are going to die. I mean, you can't stop people from getting killed. Shit
Bullets have no names on it, as they say.
They would have a name if you motherfuckers just walked up to the person.
True.
Got it over with.
True.
Oh,
I'm sorry, y'all. I brought that all that around down, man. I'm so sorry for that, y'all. But y'all could have been anywhere in the world, listening, watching, anything in the world, but y'all here with us at PeachyT's World. We love you. for my brother. Wait, dude, you want to say out your socials and everything, or your social media stuff?
Damn, most of my shit changed.
Yeah, it did change. Dukenodevils. That's all I remember.
Dukenodevil on
Instagram.
On Instagram. You can find me on that Snapchat. I forgot what it is right now because I had to change it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dukenodevil on Snapchat.
Toria has to look hers up again.
I don't have to look mine up.
Ooh, season 2. She got better, y'all. Season 2. What you got, Toria?
If you know me on Facebook, then follow me. Instagram, PeachyT93. Yeah.
That's it.
Simple shit.
And y'all know y'all can follow
Ain't no
your
T
boy.
on that motherfucker.
Yeah, none. Y'all know y'all can follow y'all boy on every social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. And hit us up on YouTube as well. You know what I'm saying? It's under my name, but we working on changing that. Toria and Terrell, aka Mr.Preppyboi. So go on YouTube. You get to see this. Everything that we was doing before the show even started. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? I get to see that. But you can follow your boy, Preppyboi for life. PREPPYBOI, the number 4, LYFE. Fuck with me. You know I got it. And shout out to everybody who won the giveaways last week. Shout out to Tanya. Shout out to Kyra. Shout out to everybody who won. Yes. You know, so congratulations. We're going to do more giveaways this season on Preppyboi's World Podcast. Yeah. So, y'all, peace. Truly yours, man. Namaste. Love y'all.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Peace. Hey, I got to stop something. Something got to stop. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, shit balls.